Howdy, y'all. It's great to have you in town. And a couple questions for you. You did this Robert Johnson Blues Club record about 5 years ago, and now this Willie Dixon one. Why Willie? Lots of people to choose from there. What made you focus in on that?
A couple things. The first thing is that I feel like he's one of the greatest American songwriters ever was. Songwriters don't get that much love a lot of times, so I just always found him to be, one of the most important people in my life for that reason.
Mm-hmm. These other guys obviously have pretty much lived their whole lives in the blues, coming up in Chicago. How does a Colorado boy like you get into the blues?
Strange luck. Just good luck. I happened to have some great musical mentors in Colorado that turned me onto the blues at a time when everybody else was listening to Sticks and stuff like that. So I was a weird kid, but I'm glad for it.
Was that a young age or?
About 13, yeah.
Wow. Now the rest of you guys, how did you all get involved with? How'd you meet Todd, and how'd you get involved in this blues club
Well,
thing?
Todd kind of met me. I mean, and I'm glad he did. My dad was a big influence with Willie Dixon, and a lot of great songs that my dad did that Willie wrote.
Your dad being Muddy Waters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great thing, man. I think, and I was just so surprised that Todd had even wrote a song for Hubert Sumlin's. As they lowered Hubert Sumlin's in the ground, he sung over Hubert's grave, and he's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And Billy, how about you?
Well, I actually met Todd for the first time at Hubert Sumlin's funeral, where he sang and wrote this very impassioned song for Hubert. And then Ronnie and I have been real tight for many years, and Ronnie and Todd had, collaborated for quite a while. So Ronnie gave me the formal musical introduction, and Todd found out, I actually played with Willie back in the day for 6 years, and so I was fortunate enough and thankful that he invited me on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Ronnie, so I guess you've known Todd longer than the other guys, is that
I
right?
met Todd and the Monsters about 20-something years ago.
Wow.
We did a show together with my dad, Lonnie Brooks, at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. Yeah. Yes, sir. On Halloween with the Monsters.
That's right.
And they influenced me on, because they were ahead of the game as far as doing your own records and, stuff like that. And not too many people in the blues field was doing that at my age. Exactly. And they inspired me to do my own records, just put it out myself. And that's how we became friends. And he's like my brother now. He can't get rid of me.
There's obviously these Chicago connections, but Austin's always been a pretty big blues town too. Have you guys all been here many times over the years?
Many times.
Yeah.
Tell me when you first played with Willie
Well,
Dixon.
actually, this is only my second time in life coming here, but the very first time was my first gig with Willie Dixon.
Wow.
So here I am again.
At Antone's.
At Antone's.
It was at Antone's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what year that was?
I think it was back in the.
Don't make him tell his age. Don't make him tell his age.
Yeah, oh man, I'm not ashamed, man. I'm proud to say I'm 45.
You look good too, man.
You sound like me.
Yeah, no, that was it was over 30 years ago.
That might have been
Probably around 35 years ago.
Yeah, it might have been at one of maybe the original Antone's.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it recently reopened here.
Mm-hmm.
Todd, you've been coming here since at least 1990. I saw your band at South by Southwest in 1990 at the Ritz Theater on 6th Street.
That's probably the first time, Peter.
Yeah, and so they're part of this thing tonight too, is that right?
That's right. My band
Yeah.
in its entirety and these gentlemen here.
Yeah, so what would people expect if they're coming down to the Belmont tonight? Sort of a mix of the Big Head Todd stuff and the blues
all
stuff?
Willie
or-
Dixon. It's all
okay.
Willie Dixon.
Yes.
And some fantastic choreography, I might add.
But with your bass player and drummer.
Rob, that's Ryan, and Jeremy.
That's great. And have you been doing this for a while already? I know the record, I guess, just came out a week or two ago?
Yeah, we've been on. This is about our 11th show, maybe something like that.
Got a ways to go
We
still?
got about 20 more left.
Yeah, okay.
Let me also mention that one time that Austin is also blessed to have my godfather here, Mr. James Cotton.
Yes, sir, James Cotton.
Where I've been on the phone with him trying to get him and his lovely wife Jackie out to the show. So
Come on out,
I'm
Cotton.
still
Yeah. Yeah, he
He's
was one of
welcome
my
here
teachers.
too. He can come here too.
Yes, he was one of my teachers. Yeah, I mean, one of my main influences back in the day.
As I recall, Todd, when your band played with Steve Miller this summer at the Statesman Skyline Theater, James Cotton sat in with Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got some questions from Facebook. First question is actually for you, Todd.
Okay.
The question is, who is your biggest guitar influence?
Probably for me, B.B. King, Albert King below that, Albert Collins, those three. But also Robert Johnson, Charlie Patton,
Just to name a few.
Sunhouse, Book of Life.
Another question for you guys, if you don't mind just going down the line. The song that you most love to play and perform, and why?
I think Good Advice for me, because it's all of us. And it's a great song, great lyrically written song. And initially, Todd was going to do it with just the Monsters. And then something came over and he said, man, we should all do this song. And that's why I like it, because we're all together on it. Because I can do it by myself, they can do it by themselves, but it's more special when we're together, I think.
Mine is probably Hidden Charms. It's one of my favorite Willie Dixon songs, and I enjoy singing it a lot.
And for me, I agree with Ryan. Good advice, because Todd came up with this killer groove. That and It Don't Make Sense,
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
Make Peace,
Stop it.
because the message is
So deep.
it's so deep and so relevant right now.
And for me, it's You Need Love,
Yeah.
which my dad covered that, Willie wrote. It's called You Need Love, and I am really just high strung on It Doesn't Make Sense.
Yeah.
I mean, with the world stuff that's going on.
A little closer to the mic.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to go there, right?
Speaking to the mic, they can't hear you,
I
Mud.
get him on stage tonight. You're going to see him moonwalk. I got him.
And that will be at the Belmont.
Don't worry about it. Come to the show. You're going to see him moonwalk.
The Belmont, that's the perfect app. All right, so the Belmont tonight for the Big Head Blues Club featuring Big Head Todd. You guys, please give these guys a big thank you.
Thank you.